my Disney pin collection, and I came on to show you guys all of my pins and how I organize them, and I also wanted to tell you about when I started collecting pins and why I like collecting pins. I feel like most of us probably bring like a bag of traders or certain duplicates that we have from mystery packs to the parks with us, and we end up coming home with a lot of new pins, other new characters that we probably buy, and commemorative pins. If you're anything like me, I love collecting commemorative pins. So what do you do with them when you get home, pretty much? How do you organize them? I kind of like to do mine by categories. My categories have kind of gotten out of control. It's nothing really specific. It's just kind of whatever you like. Like, I found these little boards at Target in the dollar spot for either $3 or $5, I can't remember. So I bought all the ones they had, I think 6 of these. And I started putting princesses on these boards. When I started with the idea of the princess boards, I kind of thought of doing it by movie. So like characters that relate to that movie. But it just kind of grows so much that sometimes it changes slightly, and that's okay. It's just for fun anyway. But I kind of wanted to keep them somewhat organized, so I kind of would know where to look for certain pins whenever I'm adding to the collection, or I just want to find certain ones when I'm looking at them. This is a villain theme. One of my favorite villains is the Queen of Hearts. I absolutely love her. I met her at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party last year. It was the best. So yeah, Ursula and a bunch of fun ones on there. This is a little board that I started. These are all Enchanted Thoughts Club. Shout out to Enchanted Thoughts Club. I love, love, love their pins. These are Lindsay Lamb pins. And every once in a while, I'll just put like a button on there just for fun. This is a very vintage pin set. It says something new in every corner of our world, and actually this is from 1999, whenever there were new things in the parks, and it's actually dug live from MGM Studios is what it says on the pin. The Main Street Electrical Parade, the Adventures of Winnie the Pooh ride at Magic Kingdom, the Rock and Roller Coaster, Disney Wonder from Disney Cruise Line, the Millennium Celebration, the All-Star Movies Resort just opened, Asia and Animal Kingdom, Test Track was brand new, La Nuba Cirque du Soleil, which we all know since has closed, and now a new show is coming, which we're super excited about, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, Fantasmic. So this is a really cool set. You actually had to go to each location to collect the pins. It was like a scavenger hunt kind of. That's a really special, like, I guess it's vintage now, set. So that one just stays organized like that because it's a whole pack. This is my Tsum Tsum board. It's so much fun. I love the Tsum Tsums because they're so cute. This orange bird is definitely my favorite. I traded him at the guest relations cart in Frontierland, going between Splash Mountain and like on the way to Pirates, in front of like Pecos kind of. And then I have these randoms at the bottom. I love this Baymax so much. He's so cute. These alphabets, a tip for like certain collections or sets, things that you're collecting. So I have pictures of these alphabets and I keep them in an album on my phone. And whenever you're up trading somewhere, you can just pull up your album and look at the picture of your set to see which ones you need. Sometimes I find a picture on the internet of the whole entire set and then I cross out in the edit all the ones that I have, and then so I see which ones that are not crossed out, and those are the ones that I need. So that helps me remember, because sometimes I cannot remember which pins I already have, and I'll come home with duplicates of certain ones that obviously I really liked because I traded for it twice. This is another board. These are organized kind of by character or movie, but overall kind of random, because we have Winnie the Pooh, Nightmare Before Christmas, Alice in Wonderland, The Little Mermaid, and the prizes from Toy Story Mania. I love these prizes from Toy Story Mania so much. I have a picture of the whole set and that album on my phone, and I just need a couple more, so I'm on the lookout for a couple more of the prizes to complete my set. I love that set. This is my Donald and Daisy board. As some of you might know, we are the Disney Ducks on Instagram, so we love the Disney Ducks. We love Donald and Daisy. Someone traded me this pin, and this Daisy is from Shanghai, and that's really, really cool. I love finding pins from international parks. These two, I believe, are from Hong Kong, and they're super cute. That one's Daisy, that one's Donald. I love them so much. We actually traded this one at Disneyland Paris, but it's not a Disneyland Paris pin. It was like a Walt Disney World pin that ended up in Disneyland Paris, and I just thought that was really cool. It kind of looks like Donald on Mission Space in an astronaut suit or something. I don't really know, but it was a really cool find, so we definitely wanted to hang on to that one. My Chip 'n Dale collection. Chip 'n Dale, I know I keep saying this, but they're literally probably my favorite characters. Like, I love them so much. This board, okay, after Hurricane Michael, was found face down in our house, and all the pins were scattered all over the floor. So I am so glad that they did not get ruined, and I was able to just put them back on the board after the fact. Chip 'n Dale at the Grand Californian, and then here they are in the Tower of Terror. And at the Hoop-Dee-Doo review, watch our Hoop-Dee-Doo video if you haven't, because I get picked and Bobby does too. So two of the best times we've ever had at the Hoop-Dee-Doo. That's why this pin is on top, because it's just like the best memory ever. And here they are at Typhoon Lagoon. It reminds me of when we went to H2O Glow. It was so much fun. That's another reason why I just love pins, because they just like bring memories. I can even sometimes remember exactly where I traded them. Not all of them, but some of them. That's pretty fun too, to think about. This board has a lot of room for more pins. I tried to start putting some sets on here. So I don't know the names of a lot of these sets, but a lot of them are like Hidden Mickey cast member pin sets. I don't know what they're called, but these are like flags from, I guess, the parking area. This ram is from the mural at the Contemporary. Just really cool things like that. These nerds are so cute. Like, literally, Goofy has braces. That's just adorable. I love these Epcots. I kind of usually don't do the chasers always, but they're fun if I do find them. But I'm not like one of those people that like has to have the chasers. We only need one more surfboard. I believe it's the Chip 'n Dale one. Of course, the Mickey board, the mini board, and just them like as their pals. So there's a couple of like Goofy and Pluto on there too, because I really like collecting these. They're so classic. I would definitely recommend just getting like a random board, because a lot of times they just don't go anywhere, or like maybe they're not part of a set and they're just kind of random fun ones that you've gotten. Once again, more randoms. So this is like all Lion King down here, these Vinylmations. This one, I kind of started collecting the Muppets, and then these had years on them. So this is Bobby's board, and he started this board whenever we started like trading pins together, collecting pins together, whatever. And he started just like randomly picking out like one that he would like on a trader board, and so we just started putting them on a board for him. And he really likes the black and white pins. That's kind of pretty much where he started collecting, and then it just kind of branched out from there. His board is really organized, but as you can see, it's very full, so we had to overflow onto a new board after that. This is my biggest set board. What I mean by that is like, this board is pretty much dedicated to only sets, and if I know I want to keep collecting a set or continue on with a set, then I put them on here, or if it's a full set, I put it on here as well. Totally love the donuts. Love, love, love the cast costumes. Yes, the only other one I need is Ellen's, the one from Ellen's Universe of Energy, and then I'll have the whole set. These Run Disney pins are really fun. I think I have the whole set of these. Make like a Ferris wheel, and they were really hard to find, all the characters. I really don't know how I did it, but I'm super glad that I did. Of course, I've got Figment on the bottom because he's always been one of my favorite characters. This board, I started to collect all of the pins that we traded at Disneyland Paris, and all of these are on the outside. Came from Disneyland Paris or were traded at Disneyland Paris. That's Hyperspace Mountain, Disneyland Paris, Paris, Ratatouille, Disneyland 25th, more Eiffel Tower, Mickey holding Disneyland Paris balloon, and then these are some random traders from there. I've never seen another pin like this before. We got it last year during Christmas time at Hollywood Studios. It's actually a countdown for Christmas, and it's Chip and Dale. So on the back, it can be like propped up like this, so you can set it out and adjust the countdown for the days till Christmas. Like some boxes or crates, like you can organize pins on lanyards. I do that too, but I also have a lot of extra lanyards. I also put keychains on them. This is from 2006, from the year of A Million Dreams, when they were handing out lanyards with pins. I also keep sometimes the backs on the pins, and sometimes I put them on my boards that way, just because I really like that backer. It says Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party 2006. So it's fun to remember those. It's like all of my favorite old and original pins. This is extremely old. That's from when I was really little. These are newer pins, but the reason they're on this board is because they are with my originals. So I told you that I was going to tell you why I first started collecting pins. This was my very first pin, and it's from Magic Kingdom. And my parents got it for me in 1999, so we were there at Christmas, and it was like when pins first came out and when they were releasing the Y2K 2000 commemorative edition pins. And I also got this one, and I also got that one that say 2000. And I started getting just pins for like all the resorts that we stayed at. So I have Polynesian there, and then when I was real little we had stayed at Dixie Landing, so I don't remember if I got this after the fact, because that one says, oh, that's when it opened in 1992. Halloween Party, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party down here. That is from Disneyland. And I have really special memories of being with my parents and my sister when the pins first started coming out, and I really love to collect things, especially Disney things. Like, I'm a big collector, obviously. I love popcorn buckets and all the Disney merch. Clearly, I love pins, and like I said, I assign memories to them. So I remember being at certain resorts and getting certain pins, like with my mom or my sister or my dad, and so they mean a lot to me. So I really just love to have them on display, and I just look at them and think about good times and fun times, and I just like to have something to collect and add to my collection every time we go on a trip. This is another type of board. It's more like a memory board instead of just a pin board. I do have some pins on it, but I keep like, this is a paper fast pass, so I just thought that was cool. This is a map from Polynesian. This is another thing I like to do. It's like, that's the wristband from H2O Glow. This was a Times Guide from Toy Story Land. This was just a super awesome cast member that helped us at Pop's. He got me after we got engaged, and it's so adorable. It's Mickey and Minnie. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing someone else's collection of pins, and tell me in the comments what was your favorite pin, or if you have anything to share or how you organize or any questions, drop it in the comments. I would love to see that. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.